Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our sports show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NCAA college football begins tomorrow with the famous Week 0. We have 4 games on the slate and then a whole bank of games next weekend. So they typically divide Week 1 into 2 weeks, Week 0, Week 1. So every week this year, we're going to do 25 games here at Arbor Sports Show. I typically take some of the better games, and at some point it's going to be kind of the undefeated teams and then some other teams as well. So we'll do 4 this week, 21 next week to get to Week 1, 25, and then we'll do 25 every week after that. So the first game on the docket is going to be the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. We have an ACC matchup right off the bat. Florida State 8-0 in the ACC last year, 13-1 overall. The Yellow Jackets 5-3 in the ACC last year, overall 7-6. These two teams have played 27 times. Florida State leads the way 15-11-1 the last game, which was October 29, 2022. Florida State won 41-16. Florida State is favored by 10.5. I got them winning, covering, and taking under on that 55.5. Next up, we have the FCS matchup with the Conference USA. We have the Montana State Bobcats taking on the New Mexico Lobos. Montana State playing out of the Big Sky Conference and the FCS. They were 6-2 in conference last year, 8-4 overall. While the New Mexico Lobos, Conference USA, were 7-1 in conference, 10-5 overall. Montana State is favored by 13.5. Thought that was kind of weird. I actually had to look that up. I've seen one line was 4.5, one line was 13.5, and everybody had Montana State beating New Mexico. I thought that was kind of weird. But I'm one of those that go off the cuff, kind of like, oh, I don't like that. So I'm going New Mexico plus 13.5, under on the 54.5. And then next up we have out of the American Conference, the SMU Mustangs taking on Mountain West Nevada Wolfpack. The Mustangs were 8-0 in conference last year, 11-3 overall. The Wolfpack was 2-6 in conference, 2-10 overall. These two teams have played 6 times. Each of them have won 3. SMU has won the last 2 straight. Their last game, which was December 23rd, 2009, and SMU won 45-10. SMU is favored by 27. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 55.5. And then the fourth and final game of Week 0 is going to be the Delaware State Hornets out of the FCS Mid-Eastern Atlantic Conference. They were 0-5 in conference, 1-10 overall. They're taking on the Mountain West Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. The Warriors are 3-5 in conference last year, 5-8 overall. Hawaii is favored by 40. I got Hawaii winning, Delaware State covering the 40. It's be like a 39-point game probably. And I'm taking over on the 55.5. So of these 4 games, Florida State Seminoles winning minus 10.5, under on the 55.5. New Mexico Lobos plus 13.5, under on the 54.5. The SMU Mustangs minus 27, under on the 55.5. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, I got Delaware covering the 40, and then over on the 55.5. So that is Week 0. So for next week, we'll have 21 games, and then we will do 25 each and every week after that through the bowl season. Also check out the NCAA radical realignment that I did a few days ago. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.